People want lightning, but most growth looks like a sunrise. What if the reason your life isn't changing is because you're waiting to feel ready? Have you ever noticed that most people say they want change, but very few people actually change? I've been thinking about this a lot lately because everywhere I look, I hear the same things. I want to get healthy. I want better relationships. I want more peace. I want a different life. I want to find my purpose. And yet, years go by, sometimes decades, and very little changes. So I started asking myself a question. What's really stopping us? And the answer I came up with isn't very comfortable. I think most people are waiting to feel ready. Ready to start, ready to change, ready to have the conversation, and ready to leave the job. Ready to forgive, ready to ask for help, ready to become the person they say they want to become. The problem is, ready never comes. Think about your GPS. Nobody gets in the car, puts in the destination, and waits for the GPS to show them the entire route before they even leave the driveway. It doesn't work that way. The GPS gives you your first turn, and that's it. Then, after you make that turn, it gives you your next one, and the next one, and the next one. Imagine sitting in your driveway saying, I'm not moving until I can see every single turn along the route. I'm not leaving my driveway. I'm not moving until I can see every road, every turn, every detour, every mile between here and my destination. You would never leave. But that's exactly what many of us do with our lives. We want the whole plan, the whole answer, the whole guarantee before we'll take the first step. Meanwhile, life is sitting there waiting for us to put the car in drive. And maybe, just maybe, that's why you're stuck. Not because you don't know the destination, because you're refusing to take the first turn until you can see the entire route. Think about your life. How many things that changed your life started with the confidence? My guess is almost none. Marriage, parenthood, starting a business, recovery, faith. Yeah, most of the important things in life begin with the uncertainty. You don't get the confidence first. You get the confidence from doing the things, and that's where people get stuck. They've got the formula upside down and backwards. They think confidence, action. But life works like this: action first, then confidence. That's controversial because it means the thing you've been waiting for isn't coming. Motivation isn't coming. Certainty certainly isn't coming. A guarantee, it's not coming either. You move first, then clarity follows. I learned this the hard way. I've spent a lot of years waiting for my life to feel different, waiting for circumstances to change, waiting for someone, something outside of me to create peace inside of me. It never worked because growth starts the moment responsibility starts. Not blame, responsibility. And before you click away, hear me out. I'm not saying everything that happens to you is your fault. Far from it. Life hands people some incredible difficult things. Pain, loss, trauma, disappointment, betrayal. None of that may be your fault. It's probably not even your fault. But the healing is still your responsibility. That's the hard truth. And it's also the empowering truth. Because if your future depends on someone else changing, you're stuck. If your peace depends on circumstances changing, you're stuck. If your happiness depends on getting everything you want, you're probably very stuck. But if your next step belongs to you, now you've got power. One of the biggest lies I see in personal growth is the idea that transformation is some giant movement. I'm here to tell you, it isn't. Most transformations, they look boring. It's a conversation, a meeting, a walk, a prayer, an apology, a boundary, or maybe even a big decision. And a tiny step repeated over and over again, that's how life changes. Not dramatically, gradually. People want lightning, but most growth looks like a sunrise. You don't notice it happening until suddenly everything is brighter. And maybe that's where you are right now. Maybe you've been waiting to feel ready, waiting to feel confident, and waiting to know how it's gonna work out. And maybe the answer isn't another year of waiting. Maybe the answer is one honest step. One, just one, not 10, not 100, just one. Because your future doesn't change when you feel ready. Your future changes when you move. And if this message found you today, maybe that's exactly what it's trying to tell you. Take this step, have the conversations, make the call, say the prayer, ask for help. Start before you're ready, because that's how almost every meaningful thing in life begins. And if this connected with you, you're doing the work, even if you don't realize it yet. Keep going, you're worth it. You don't need the whole route. You just need the next turn. And I'll see you in the next one. If you want to talk, there's a link in the bio, in the description. I'm here for you. And I love this stuff. Thank you for your support and watching.